On this week's episode, we talk about all the news from Mastercard to the SEC to a UK resident whose wife stole $172 million worth of Bitcoin. We also talk about how Meta laid off 20% of its staff, Ben Affleck, who sold his AI company for $600 million, and a VC that advertised with a billboard? I don't know. Tune in, we talk about the markets, and finally close with the trading competition with some surprising results. Subscribe, share, because that's the only way that we grow, and YouTube loves when we say that, so join in.
I don't know if you noticed, but we're recording. This is live,
I was just
people.
waiting how long you'd go for. Welcome to the NFA Podcast, your weekly podcast where we give you all the news and market insights for tech, crypto, and AI for you not to make financial decisions. That's why we're called NFA. We do not give financial advice. It also stands for niche, Frackers, who are your hosts, and anyone else listening. So, hey, welcome to our show.
We're starting with the news. What's the news that you brought today? You kick it off.
Well, Mastercard has chosen certain companies to help power their worldwide cryptocurrency payment network. And in this list, you have Solana, Binance, Ripple, PayPal, Avalanche, Aptos, Polygon, Nexo, like the list goes on. But it's such a big move for traditional finance to get into crypto and choose these companies because it really shows long-term conviction.
Well, what are they going to do with it? I mean, I've heard these kind of announcements before. I'm also a little bit skeptical now. Just like wondering,
Yeah,
what are they
so,
gonna show?
well, no, we've heard it with Visa. And to be honest, Visa really did deliver with their payment rails and using all these blockchains. This is now Mastercard, and this is their worldwide cryptocurrency payment network. So I am assuming that they are going to be integrating with these blockchains. They're also going to be using Binance as their exchange partner. This is just my inkling. But yeah, it's a great step forward for all of us either way.
The question is really what they're going to do. So I'll be curious to follow how that goes along, how that story develops.
They've chosen
follow.
85 companies to be part of this. So I feel like implementation is going to be a bit slow. But if they have the right partners, let's see what they do with this. It could just be payments, cross-border, lower fees. It could be a traditional finance play. I haven't read much on what they're going to do.
I thought it was boring news. I'm going to give this news like a D. I think you should do better. I think you can do better.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell you,
Mastercard.
Let me tell you
crazy.
something. Let me tell you something.
I have news which is much more interesting, I think. But you should listen to this positive news. Meta lays off 20% of its staff due to AI. The question is, due to AI costs, the cost they're, tens of billions they're throwing in there, or because they can do the jobs of 20% of their staff with AI. I think it's the former, not the latter. There you go, right there. God, I did great there.
So I feel like it's cost mainly because remember the offers that they were giving, these ridiculous offers to these AI experts that they were hiring and poaching.
I like how you do
companies.
experts. I don't think there's any debate about the fact they're AI experts. If you are paying a guy $1 billion for 5 years, I think
that
it's safe
doesn't
to
make
say
you
the
an
guy's
expert just because someone offers you a higher salary.
Not because of it, but I do think the people at Meta are smart enough to know they're not offering it to some intern. They just walked off the street like, oh, you're delivering DoorDash. Come on in here. We'll pay you $1 billion. I don't think that's how it went. I think they actually did some good due diligence.
No, they were definitely experts.
So, God, she does the finger with it. For the people listening in, Nish is doing the finger thing. You're like Joey. The air quotes. You're like Joey on Friends, which is a show from the 90s. When Joey doesn't know what air quotes are and he does it on everything. Don't say that you know Friends. That's before your time.
That's why I just did it.
Television.
I literally just did it to mimic
You
Joey.
probably just saw Friends on Netflix. I mean, that's when you joined the parade.
I don't know why you're hating.
I hate the late Friends fans.
You
They're
know what?
fake.
I quit.
I quit. What do you know?
I quit.
It was whoever wrote that is a genius, seriously. But anyway,
Okay.
all the fun. My news was much better than your news. Meta laying off 20% of its staff is much more entertaining news than your Mastercard is doing something with crypto
Wait,
and
it
chose
gets
85
better.
partners.
It gets
Oh,
better.
it gets
I have
better?
some really entertaining news. All right.
Go.
Now, do you want boring first or entertaining? Because I have one more piece of boring news.
Dazzle me. Okay, you say your news and I will say if it was entertaining or boring.
Okay. A UK resident, right? let me paint this picture for you. Okay. So there's this woman, all right? She installs cameras in her house. She's unhappy in her marriage. She installs cameras all over the house and tries to look for her husband's seed phrase through spy cameras. She manages to get his seed phrase, ends up stealing $172 million worth of Bitcoin, 2,323 BTC. Okay. Now, meanwhile, the husband has also installed cameras in the house to try and catch his wife spying on him. So they're both spying on each other. All right. Now, the husband catches her installing the camera to steal his seed phrase and put in the seed phrase and then steal his crypto. So he's caught his wife. He's taken it to court, and the UK court basically said, yes, you can file charges and claim your $172 million worth of BTC back.
My question to you is, knowing this kind of information, you're still getting married?
Yeah. Why would you marry your worst enemy? Why would
The
you do
question is
that?
always, what I just think is so interesting about this, like, when did this relationship go sour? Like, and also the second question, seriously, when she was installing these cameras, wasn't she spotting his cameras? Wasn't he seeing hers when he was installing his cameras? Well, how are these people installing
So
cameras?
many
What kind of
questions.
house?
So many
So many
questions. I have
questions.
so many questions.
We should get them on the pod. We should get them as our first guests, not all these people that asked to be invited. There's so many people that have their PR firms reach out to us. I'm serious, for all the listeners
I
and
know.
viewers.
We've been so bad. We're going through the pitches, I swear. If it was in Dubai, would have already done it.
Okay. So that was your news. I thought that was the entertaining news. I like that. That was interesting news. That was.
I'm glad.
What lessons can we learn from this? Is it A, don't get married? Is it B, be more careful with your seed phrase? Or C, have software that can detect other cameras installed?
I think it's D, all of the above.
No, all of the above would include don't get married. That was A. and that doesn't work. Show the ring.
No.
Show the ring.
Marry the right person is number one. You marry the right person.
No. That's the thumbnail. Yeah. Okay. Marry the right person is one. Okay. Good.
And number two is I don't know. I don't want to say shamelessly shill writer, but literally, like, just, I don't know. Just practice.
I have a
better
question though. I can
self-custody.
ask that. With Rider, how do you enter your seed phrase, or do you do a PIN code? What is the security when you get in?
You have TapSafe. TapSafe is meant to replace the traditional seed phrase backup. So what happens is, when you want to restore your wallet or when you want to create a backup, you have these tiny recovery tags, and these they're like little NFC coin size chips. Your phone stores half your backup. Those chips also store 50% of your backup. And then as a last resort, or for some people as a first resort, they want to add trusted friends and family. So like you can add, I don't know, my mom and my sisters, or whoever you really trust. Obviously, you don't want to leave it to people like this guy's wife, but
so this couldn't have happened if this guy would have used Rider. His wife could have never done this. She could have found
his recovery tags and backed up in your wallet, right? Because I imagine when you're living that close with someone, there's a lot of information there. But then again, if he only had one recovery tag, she couldn't do anything about it. So,
how many recovery tags are there?
You can buy as many as you want, but the Rider comes with one, so that you use your phone backup and a recovery tag to restore your wallet.
So you want to keep those two in separate places, right? I mean, I'm assuming you don't want to put them in the same place.
Yeah, or you can leave recovery tags wherever you want. Like, if I wanted to, I could leave one in my house in Dubai, one in Houston, one in, I don't know, Thailand. I don't know. It's however
But
you want to set up your wallet, you know?
oh, okay. And then you need you need the wallet and you need one of the recovery tax. Or do you need all three?
No, because it holds 50%. So as long as you can fill up to 100%, so recovery contact holds 25%. So let's say this guy has 4 kids, right?
Yep.
He could have, if he lost his phone, his recovery tag, and his rider 1, he could recover his wallet using his 4 kids. You see? But with a wife like that, I'm not sure he would want that.
And those kids are going to have half her genes. You're not sure they're your genes, but you're sure they're half the genes of the kids are hers, which I also find worrying. But 172 million, was it pounds?
Dollars.
Still.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
Moolah.
It's a lot of money.
Okay, serious. Yeah. This guy was a player. Do we know him? Do you know him by any chance?
No, only read about him.
Okay, I guess that was the entertaining news.
Yeah.
Hit me with your boring news.
The SEC has issued definitions for what crypto assets are and what are securities. And so they have now identified 18 major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP as digital commodities rather than securities.
Interesting. And what are the definitions of digital securities? Are there also some definitions of those?
I tried to read it, but it didn't give me any other information. So that's all I have for you. Yeah. But that passed today. So on the 18th.
It'd be cool if you could raise money in the US. It would make the market a lot bigger for
massively.
Token raises.
I don't know if you've seen the Changing World Order by Ray Dalio.
No, I haven't.
Oh gosh, I would definitely recommend watching it. Basically talks about the power shift in the world from America into China and the catalyst. And this came out 4 years ago. It's 42 minutes long. There's also a 5-minute version.
Yeah, I saw the 5-minute version. I didn't see the 42. That's what I was going to say. My friend Arthur, I'm sorry. Yeah. You told me this many times. My friend Arthur Tebbe said this to me. And I really said I was going to watch it. And I still only watched the 5 minutes.
So good. So good. Arthur, if he watches this after this, it's okay. It's a win for both of us. But it's like basically the catalyst behind this changing world order is usually a war, civil war, or just a divide and like we're facing right now. And so we feel like, when I say we, Anish and I have been talking about this quite a bit. I feel like this is like the next. The change, the catalyst that this needed to take away power from America and give it to China. What was interesting is we watched this 2 days ago, and last night or this morning, Iran basically said in order to trade oil through the Strait of Hormuz, you need to use the Chinese yuan. So
yeah,
there you go.
So I think differently. I think this will turn out to be a skirmish. My prediction for the war right now, and again, I was right, people. Don't forget, I was right about predicting how the Greenland incident that everybody forgot about in January, how it would end. It would get settled without being settled. This war will end without it ending. The US will retreat. It will declare victory. It will be a shit show in the Middle East, but Iran will stop shooting once the Americans stop shooting, and it will be like a détente. So it will be a peaceful ceasefire without ever having an official ceasefire. This is my prediction. The oil price will drop, and the reason is no one benefits from this. There's no winners in this. Wars usually happen and continue when there's one side that's winning. In this case, losers on both sides. It takes a certain amount of time before both sides realize, and we go back to the shit show situation.
I agree
there
with
will be no change of power.
I agree with your prediction for if this war does not last too long. If this extends over months, you're going to see a power shift.
Okay, I agree with that, but I don't think it will take months. I think the midterms are coming up. So President Trump, as we say in Holland, will choose X for his money. So he will choose to get something for his money. Whereas now, just money, no X, right? But yeah. So he will choose X for his money.
Well, when I say that there's going to be a shift in power, I don't think that it's going to come up immediately. It will take a decade or so to have that shift put into place, but it starts now.
But then I agree. So there's been a lot of hassle with European technology and US technology being basically being infiltrated by the Chinese. This has been going on for decades.
That has,
And
yeah. That's why they banned TikTok in the US as well, because they were apparently using it to spy. Same with a
mass
lot of the
surveillance.
photography. I think it was a couple years ago, maybe a decade ago now, there were like 800 apps that were banned from the App Store. Yeah, some crazy number.
So
I can't
I think
remember.
this switch in power, I think it's the
been going
rise
on
of
a
China.
while.
It's been going on a while, but it's not at the detriment of the US yet. I think it's at the detriment of Europe. So I think it will be the US, China, and Russia without Europe. That's what I think. But
Yeah, but given the current state of war, you're looking at China and Iran more likely to form one union. And if that happens, because their relationships are good, they are the main supplier of oil from Iran, they're not going to switch to the US. The US will not like that relationship. And so
But only,
that's where you'll get the real divide.
True, but at the same time, China has been very quiet about this whole issue, and not been as condemning as everybody thought it would be, which actually made people in Taiwan very nervous that somehow we ended up with political news. We were saying in the beginning, we don't want to discuss tax, so we went like this year ago when we started. We won't talk about political news, and then President Trump gets elected, and he threw over our whole format for the podcast. Trumpy, killing us. Okay, I have fun news. I think so. Jennifer Lopez's ex-husband, one of those four, this one, Ben Affleck, sold his AI company called Interpositive for what is rumored to be $600 million to Netflix.
What?
Yes, and somehow this is totally underreported, which is why I wanted to surprise you with it. I haven't heard you about it. $600 million for Ben.
Wow, good for him.
The amazing thing. And it's a very interesting AI company. I've noticed Affleck gave really good interviews about AI and movies. Very smart guy. Really, really thoughtful. Doesn't get enough credit for his movie making skills. I loved Argo. By the way, movie about Iran. I will watch Ray Dalio. You go and watch Argo. It's a real life story. Argo is amazing. He should have won Best Director for it. Anyway, Interpositive does something amazing. It has software that gives filmmakers at the end, from all the footage they have shot already, gives them extra AI footage based on the scenes they have shot. So it doesn't actually steal content from other movies, which other
It creates
video.
new content.
It creates new content from the content that the creators has actually created themselves. So I think it's a really amazing thing, and that should be applauded. I just think it's sort of a shame you already sold it to Netflix. On the other hand, we're not going to, talk bad about Ben Affleck for selling it for $600 million, because I think it's a decent offer. I don't think it's 10 times earnings. I think he sold this, based on the technology and the potential, not so much on actual financial.
But that's usually how it goes, right? These companies are sold on potential, not on cash flow.
Somebody in the US caught this. I think this is San Francisco.
That is
a VC
so funny.
fund using paid media to promote themselves. So they have, 3 billion backing AI founders, and this is how much money they've already put in. I find this so amazing because as a European living in Asia now, the VCs in Europe and Asia are like, come to me. We have money. You are just a peasant founder. What do you know? And here in the US, there's actually a company, a VC company, paying media outlets, billboards in this case, for display advertising, which I find incredible.
They must have made a lot of money from their AI deals.
No, I think they made a lot of money fundraising. No, I think they made a lot of money fundraising from limited partners, and then using that money to then their management fee to just throw this up.
That just sounds like really poor money management, and I would hope that they're better than that.
All I know is I know a few VCs in the US that you have conversations with that are so much in depth on the side of the entrepreneur. Whereas in Europe, it's always they're looking from the side of the investor. Well, look at the cap table. Well, look at the numbers don't make sense. Look at their ARR. And the American VCs are like, their product doesn't match their market. And they're weak on the sales front. And there's so much more talking about the inside of the game. It's almost like if it would be sports, the analogy would be the US VCs can actually give you coaching tips and how to make the team play better. And the European VCs are great at telling you what the score is. I know we're 3-1 down, you idiot. Help me play the game in a way that we can win. Anyway, so that's why there's this news that this Swedish company, Lovable, of which I'm a huge fan, Lovable, came out. Listen to these numbers. It is amazing though, huh? It's less than 2 years old. Monthly revenue of 100 million. 146 employees. So they have probably the highest revenue per employee per month that I've heard of.
That's really good.
Yeah. And a 6.6 billion valuation. Lovable, the vibe coding platform. Basically, idiots like me can even make websites using their tools. It's a really amazing platform. I recommend it to everyone. I am a little bit fearful always of vibe coding, but Lovable does it in a great, great way. So this is just my love song to Lovable.
We love you, Lovable.
Yeah, it is amazing, huh? But I love the fact these guys from Stockholm. So
I've
a small
actually
country.
never tried using Lovable, but I see it on my timeline on Twitter all the time.
Yeah, their growth is amazing. And
it's impressive.
It's easy. I've tried it, and you would like it. We actually should make an NFA Podcast website in Lovable.
Why not? Let's do it. Oh, did you see the AI CMO that launched over the week?
No, can we get rid of you, Nish? Is that what you're saying?
You can,
no,
yeah. Okay, well, it's from Okara AI. And their tweet, when I checked, had 9.5 million impressions, and this was the following day. So I'm not sure how many impressions it has now, but so many people signed up that it crashed their servers. And I have been using it. I tested it out, and to be honest, it's quite good. I haven't paid for it yet. I want to see what I can do with its current recommendations, but it gives you your Reddit opportunities, SEO recommendations, articles, so AI written articles, any news. It will just give you an entire breakdown. So on your website performance, accessibility, best practices, SEO optimization for your website. And then there's a chatbot. It's just so interesting. And through your website, it can give you a list of competitors that are direct competitors for your brand. And it's wildly accurate. It's really good.
Really?
Super impressive work. Yeah.
Should we? So we should try use that for the NFA podcast then, because we haven't done anything serious. We don't even use tags on our YouTube video, so we should do something with it. Let's go to market news. What do you think of the market in crypto? You tell me what you're seeing.
I don't know what I'm seeing, Michiel. I just don't know.
It seems like, how can this be? There's a war, right? The oil price is spiking.
Yeah.
And crypto says. Yeah, and crypto says, this is the reaction of the crypto market. I am lost, completely lost.
But the weird thing is that it really came out of nowhere. Because last time we recorded, we did talk about how Bitcoin was acting as a safe haven asset for the first time, which is huge, by the way. Like, Bitcoin's never broken that pattern. So now the pattern has broken. And while gold is dipping, Bitcoin is rallying. Usually in times of uncertainty, you see Bitcoin dip or crypto dip. And the examples that we gave last time were Russia, Ukraine. It was when Iran and Israel popped off last time and last year. I mean, the list goes on, but every time the behavior of Bitcoin has been so predictable. This time it just hasn't.
I like how you're calling Israel and the US versus Iran they're popping off. It's like everything is becoming Gen Z speak. Low key, there's a war.
It's ruining my vibe.
Literally.
Okay. Now, the market cap, the current crypto market cap as of today is 2.5 trillion, which is down 0.27%. 27?
Compared to what? Compared to where? I didn't check. I'm actually just looking at it.
It's from your screenshot. So whatever timeline that is.
In that case.
Oh, now it's up 0.3%. So
that's what I'm saying. Yes. Have you seen which period you're looking at?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically around the same, right? Basically, that's what you can say. It's fluctuating.
I'm going to redo the section.
Yeah. Yes. What are you looking at? I'm like, what are you looking at?
So the current crypto market cap is sitting at $2.53 trillion. The altcoin index is at 53 out of 100, which means that out of all the altcoins, 53 of them or out of the top 100 altcoins, 53 of them are outperforming Bitcoin right now, which is pretty impressive considering.
If you compare them to Bitcoin over the last 6 months, 53 tokens out of the top 100 are outperforming Bitcoin, which is, again, I totally agree. It's impressive and it's surprising to me.
Yeah. And currently, the Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 44. The last time I was here was January. Yeah, around January. So
good news in the world, because we can all, you know why this is, right? Because the global economic factor is very positive. There's no war going on. Oil is not spiking. Things very stable. Clearly, this is why crypto is doing this.
But this is what I mean. You see, you cannot predict crypto markets. You just can't predict them.
No, it is amazing.
Okay, trading competition.
All right. Yay.
Yay. Okay,
Tell me your story.
As we know, we both did not get into hype, which is a shame. But what is not a shame is that both of us have Tracer. What is also a shame is that Michiel is winning this trading competition right now. But let's break it down. So in my portfolio, I have Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tracer. I have not moved or sold anything. I did move a little bit of SOL into a pump fund token a couple months ago and basically did a 300% on like $8 at the time. So I'm now sitting with $30 of Solana.
But it's basically because of your pump fund move that you converted back into Solana, right? So you're up $7.38. So we started with $100, both of us, on January 1st. That's the trading competition. Niche slept on that for the first 2 weeks.
It did. It was a good decision.
This boy, January 1st, hold your horses, lady. I bought Tracer on the January 1st, and I'm up because of that on Tracer. I don't even know the percentage. 286%. Hello. And my $18 in Tracer are now worth $52. And full disclosure, so Nish and I are both advisors of Tracer. I'm one of the co-founders.
My $10 is actually $21. So
where is it? Oh, it's 21. How can that be only? Oh, your profit is $11.20. Sorry. Thanks for correcting me there. I hate it when people correct me with facts. So here's my problem. So I bought 9 different things for $100. Even though my portfolio is up by $45, so 45%. Only 2 out of my 9 investments are in the plus. Those 2 investments are ASML, Holland, there you go, Europe's most valuable company. It makes chips machines that chip makers can use to make chips. I put $10 in it. It's now $11.93. So I made $1.93. I lost on Bitcoin, lost on Ethereum, lost on Solana, lost on Amazon, lost on Broadcom, and lost on Nvidia, and lost on copper, which was my hedge. Copper was my hedge, and lost on it. So
barely, like 3 cents or 0.28%.
Yeah, it's true. Crypto, so just Bitcoin has lost 15% since then. Ethereum 22%, Solana 24%. But Amazon also 5%, even though it has amazing results. Just the announcement it's going to keep investing in AI has killed it. And the weird thing is, to me, Broadcom and Nvidia are both down 8% and 4%.
It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see where these stocks are by the end of the year.
This is crazy, right? These markets. This is the age of AI. And at the same time, it's very hard to pick the right stocks within AI that are winning this year.
Yeah.
Now, last year was easy, right? We both did amazing in the trading competition because, again, with enough wind behind it, even a turkey can fly.
Just have a bunch of turkeys, no wind.
Oh, that one's nice. Ooh, this one you. Oh, this one very smart. This one very smart. Your parents must be very proud. You're going to be a very rich lady.
All right, guys.
So, yeah, I think we're here for the week. Next week, can't wait for the markets and, what the leader of the free world will do.
It's the weekly show, tech tales and crypto, where the insights flow from the gurus steeped in the digital gold.
See you next week. We have no idea what's going to happen.
Thank you.